Welcome to Blooming Wildwood Homestead. On today's episode of Homestead Coffee Talk, we are discussing some matters that could potentially impact your pantry restock. Thank you for joining me. Grab your coffee. If you've already had your first cup, you might want to put this one in a to-go mug, and I feel like today is going to be quite busy. What I wanted to talk to you about today has to do with some of our pantry staples and what we are restocking the pantry with after coming off of the pantry challenge. As you've seen in my previous videos, I had already gone ahead and started doing a little bit of restocking, but in light of some of the global events, I was thinking about changing up my strategy just a little bit. So I was kind of trying to put these thoughts together, and I wanted to share them on Monday. But what I am seeing right now is that things are changing so rapidly. I wanted to share this information with you today so that you will have some time this weekend to make some adjustments or maybe make some moves if you haven't already been doing that. I'm the kind of person who likes to think things through and decide if it's going to be a good decision. And what I am finding is that I need to be thinking more steps ahead because I don't have the time to think through a decision as much right now, just based on the fact that everything is changing so quickly. What I'm referring to at the moment has to do with wheat prices. If you haven't been back to the store for any type of pantry restock, you might or might not have really been following this in the news. One of the things that I heard about earlier this week was the potential for a wheat shortage, based on the fact that a lot of wheat export comes from the two countries that are currently in question. Even though the US might not be importing wheat from those countries, it still is impacting the overall global market, which does in turn impact how things are going here. So in my previous pantry restock video, I showed you that I had purchased some flour and I had that on hand. I was thinking about kind of shifting a little bit in my strategy and adding some wheat berries to my pantry prep, just to have for some long-term storage if I needed that in the future. So I was debating whether or not I should actually buy a container of it to have on hand, and maybe you already have some, so if you do, that's amazing. But I was debating on whether or not I should get some and have on hand, and so this was on Monday. Tuesday, I decided to go ahead and purchase a 25-pound bucket of wheat. After purchasing that bucket of wheat, more and more information started to come out about potential shortages and what was going on. And it's hard to know what the actual facts are, but what I do know is that everything that happens impacts prices. I ordered that wheat on Tuesday. It was $42.88. Thursday, I considered whether or not I should go ahead and get another 25-pound bucket. Thursday, the price had increased to $54 and some odd change. I really wish that I had screenshot all of these price changes because it has changed so rapidly. I don't even believe it myself. Then yesterday, which was Friday, I looked at the price again because I've been mulling it over. Should I get it? Should I get it? Should I get it? Should I not? Look, the price has gone up. Do I really want to pay that? Yesterday, it was $61.28, I believe. And this morning, just for jollies, why not check it out? $70 and some odd change. So it hasn't even been a week, and we've seen the price increase that much. At this particular rate, probably in 1 week, the price will have doubled. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go out and purchase the wheat berries at this particular price or anything like that. But as I've been digging a little bit deeper, we are seeing that wheat prices are shooting way up. And if we think about what kinds of foods we're buying or what kinds of staples we typically have on hand, wheat plays a big role in that. So if you haven't already gone out and replenished your pantry stock after the pantry challenge, or if you've just been noticing that things are getting a little bit low, you might want to go today and get that taken care of. And while I wouldn't normally say things are that urgent, just in the increase that I have seen in less than a week, I don't think that we have extra time to debate about whether or not that's going to be a good choice. In addition to wheat prices increasing exponentially almost, we also are seeing issues with corn. Corn's kind of been on my radar for a while because I've been hearing about fertilizer shortages, which has actually been increased based on things that are going on around the world. And with less fertilizer, a lot of farmers are deciding that maybe they don't want to plant corn because it is a heavy feeder and requires more fertilization in order to get the production. So I've heard that a lot of farmers are opting to go ahead and plant soybeans, which impacts the corn. This is going to impact a lot of things that we buy as well. If you have cornmeal, or if you're using cornstarch, practically any processed food that you buy at the store has some type of corn product in it. If you use canned corn and you don't already have some of that on hand, these are all things that you might want to look at as far as stocking up or having a little bit set back in the pantry. So, and if that wasn't enough, I've also seen reports that there are a lot of oils that are exported from some of said countries that could also impact the supply chain and what we have here. Oh wait, and I almost forgot. Have you seen the price of gas? We know that gas is going to increase all of these prices as well, just because we have to look at transportation costs and everything involved from the beginning of the growth of the plant to getting it on the store shelves. I'm really hoping that you are working on planting a garden this year, and if you are going to be planting a garden, I would highly recommend trying to figure out if you could incorporate some wheat and or corn into your crops if you haven't been doing that already. That being said, even if you decide to plant that, those items are not going to be available for harvest until the fall, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to have a little bit in the pantry on hand. I can't tell you what is the right thing for you to do, but what I can tell you is you don't have a lot of time to make decisions or to wait and see what's going to happen, because from my experience in the past week, wait and see just means that you're going to pay a ton more tomorrow for the same product that you could have bought today. I'm not really sure what that's going to do for those of us who are trying to budget and trying to keep the food bill within a certain parameter. This sounds like a downer video, and I was not intending to do that, but I did want to share this information with you. My encouragement for you today is to take that coffee to go and let's get busy. If you need to get a few things from the store to kind of beef up some of those holes in your pantry, or to make sure that you're going to have enough to get you through until harvest time, I would recommend going and doing that today. Top priority. Second top priority is to make plans for getting those items planted and getting your garden started if you haven't already. That is on my agenda today. I have many more seeds that I need to get started today, and I'm really looking forward to getting some of those things done and getting some stuff in the ground. So I hope that overall this video is encouraging you to action, because we do have a lot to do, and I just want you to be prepared to be able to weather this storm in the best way possible. With that being said, if today's video was helpful to you, please don't forget to click like, and I would love to have you subscribe and be part of our community here today. Let's all go get busy. Bye everyone.